Okay, I'm Larry Speck. I'm professor in the School of Architecture at University of Texas at Austin. I also am a principal in a large architectural firm, Page, Hill & Page. We have offices in Houston, Dallas, Austin, Denver, Washington, D.C. I was dean of the School of Architecture for 9 years and a huge advocate for sustainability and reduced energy use. So there has been an enormous change in my field, even in the last 5 years, certainly in the last 20 years, in our attitude toward energy that serves buildings. Now we're talking about zero net energy. Now we're talking about maybe even buildings that produce energy instead of consume energy. This is a complete reversal of a way of thinking about architecture and thinking about buildings. That instead of thinking they're just, of course, they're going to suck up a bunch of energy, that's just necessary. No, maybe the building actually could be zero net energy, or maybe it could collect more energy than it uses. Now, obviously, the mechanism for that is things like solar energy, where you can use the surfaces of the building as a means of collecting energy and letting that serve the building. This is transformational in architecture, that you just start thinking about it a completely different way. And it's just another functional requirement of a building. It's got to have faces that can receive energy and can collect energy for the use of the building. It's a completely new parameter for how you make architecture. It's just a part of every building. Just like you wouldn't think of doing a building without any plumbing in it. Of course, you got to think of, well, what's its role going to be in terms of solar energy? And I think that's going to come, that we're just going to have to think about that in terms of every single building. So I have a little bit different attitude about evaluating the practicality or the advisability of adopting solar. This is the way I look at it. You can look at it just, will it pencil out right now? Will I have cheaper bills? And that's one way you could look at it. But how many things in our lives do we really look at that way? Do we look at going to that movie and say, well, is that going to, be cost effective? And no, I do it because I want to do it, because I enjoy it, I believe in it. And most of the decisions in our lives are made on that basis. Why haven't we got there on solar? Why can't we say, I'm going to pull the trigger on this? Right now, it might not pencil out exactly right, but I believe in this. I believe in using that energy from the sun to cool my house. What a magical, amazing thing to do. How satisfying it feels to think that I'm not using fossil fuel resources, that I'm not aggravating the political situation in the country. How great can that feel? I just don't think we should be evaluating it strictly on an economic basis. It's getting more and more appealing economically, and I know I'm a little bit on a fringe, but for me, it is a matter of you do it because it's cool and it's the right thing to do, just like many other decisions you make in your life. Thankfully, we don't make all our decisions on an economic basis, and this is one of those decisions. I'm happy to say, I want to buy into that because I believe in it, because I like it, because it's satisfying to me. So for this company, I think the sky's the limit. And I'm not sure what the future is. I could easily see this one going into a really big company that really had a powerful national presence. I could see that happening. The potential's here. But I will tell you, just the personal interaction with pretty much everybody I've met, and 2 of these people are former students of mine. I know these people, and they're good. These are people who, they've got a cause in life. They're not just here biding their time. They want to make a difference in the world, and this is the vehicle for them right now, and that's the kind of people you want.